Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shirley. Today is going to be how I met my hubby. This is one of our random pictures. But yeah, today is going to be the whole story of how I met my hubby. And I'm going to tell you guys some dating tips that I have for you guys. Now, I'm not an expert at dating, but I have this one friend. She told me that I have really good advice and she wanted me to do this video. So I said, sure, I will do this video for you guys. So I met my husband in 2010. I met him online and it was called myyearbook.com. Now they changed the website to meetme.com. I don't know why they changed it, but they did. So I met him online, and I know a lot of people, when I tell them, they'll be like, oh, you met him online? I said, yeah. And I want to tell you guys, there's nothing wrong with meeting somebody online. Everybody online. You online, there's everybody online on Facebook. So it don't really matter like where you met them, you know. So I met him online, and we started talking. He messaged me, hey, how I'm doing, and at that time, guys, I was like, I just post up like a status like the day before, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on school, and that's it. I was like done with guys. They were like pissing me off. You know how you get in a stage like, you know, forget love. I was in that stage because I was talking to guys who were just like not good, like, you know, not nice, not respectful. So I put that. But then the next day, he messaged me, and I replied back, say, hey, how you doing, and stuff. We started talking, and he, long story short, he gave me his number, and he said to text him sometime, to text message him, and guys, I was like really feeling him. I don't know, I had like this weird feeling, like I had like a good feeling talking to him, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait 2 hours to text him back. Because I was like, I don't want to be too clingy, you know, because most of the time I'm like, just text that right away. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait 2 hours to text him back. I was doing like something, I did only with him something different. So I waited 2 hours to text him. And then I remember that day like so clearly, like I had pizza that day and everything. Like I just remember that day. So I texted him, and we talked like where we live and what would we do when we hang out and stuff. And he was like, I can't wait to take a beautiful woman out to eat and out around town. And I just thought that was so sweet that he said that. Like I felt like butterflies, like, because I knew like he meant it. And I thought he was like so sweet from the start. So then I was like, yeah, sure. And then I was 19 at the time. He was 23 because he's 3 years older than me. So I was like, yeah. So I was still living at home with my parents. I was still living at home. So I was like, you know, when you come over, you can meet my parents and my grandma, because my grandma lived there too. You can meet the family, you know. And he said, sure. But before that, I talked to him on the phone for like 2 hours, because I wanted to make sure he could understand me, how I talk, how I speak, and everything. Like we asked each other, what you like to do for fun and stuff like that. He said he was a gamer, and I grew up with gamers my whole life. I used to be like a little gamer when I was younger. I used to play games with my sister, Mario, Supercard, what else is play? Smash Brothers, Mario, this killing game. Like we used to be gaming, so I was like, okay, like I'm used to gamers, you know. And I said, what do you have to do? He said he liked to go to the movies, go eat, and you know I like to do that too. I love go to the movies, so it was perfect, because you have to make sure. That's most important when you ask what you like to do for fun. That's really important, guys. This is the dating tip number 1, because you want to make sure your guys like to do the same things. Like if you talk to a guy, he said he liked to party all the time, he might not be for you if you don't like to party. Because you guys might not have the same things together. Like if he say he likes to drink a lot, go out drinking and stuff. And if you're not a drinker, then you might not like that. Or when you guys get together, it might be a problem because he like to drink too much, and then it, you know what I'm saying. So you want to make sure you like the same things, like doing the same things sometimes, and your hobbies add up. Like you just want to make sure. So that's tip number one. So back to the story. I told him, you have to meet my family before you go out, because I'm very, protective, and my family very protective over me, my mom and dad and grandma, and wants to meet him, to make sure he's okay when we go on a date. Because when you meet somebody online, when you know them, this is your first time meeting them, so you want to get your driving license. That's my grandma. Like she's not playing no games. My grandma got his driving license. His she looked at his ID, license ID. He took a picture. Like my grandma wasn't playing no games. My mom too. She wasn't either, because I was their little baby. So he came over. He got along perfect with my family. Like they love him like right away. He was so sweet. He opened the door for me when we go out. He opened the door for me, and that's what you want to look for too. You want to look for a gentleman who's going to open the door for you, and just all that stuff. Be very kind with you, because when you meet somebody online, you want to make sure that somebody knows where you're at. Like if it's just a friend, maybe if it's a friend, like you tell, like you going on this date, or if you tell like your parents or something, you just want to make sure somebody know where you at. You know what I mean? So, because like I said, you don't know the person, because you never met the person before. You met them online, so it's like a different thing with that. That's the only thing about online dating. You have to make sure you're dating the right person. Like, you just have to be careful, because there's some creeps on the internet, so you just want to make sure you're okay. Another thing is, you want to make sure that they have the same belief for you. Do they believe in God, and do they believe in Jesus? You just want to make sure that they have the same belief as you, because that could be a problem down the road. Like when you go to churches and stuff like that, that could be a problem. So you just want to make sure you have the same belief. You want to make sure that they respect you. Like if you saving yourself for marriage, if you not saving yourself, if you whatever, you want to make sure they respect you, respect your time, respect your body. You just want to make sure that they are respectful of you. Another thing is, you want to make sure that going back to what you like, if they like the same stuff you like, if you're not so opposite, you know what I'm trying to say. Like TV shows, like he watches some of the TV shows I like to watch, so that's cool, because like when we hang out, we can watch like the same movies or the same shows, or like when we go out to the movies, we can see like movies that we like to see, or movies, you know what I'm saying. So you guys want to make sure you have that in common. Another tip is, you want to make sure that you're going to have that friendship. That friendship is a permanent relationship, because once like say when you get older, and on that romance, you can't really be physical no more, like not that much kissing, stuff like that. When you get older, like talk about like old lady, old man, you want to make sure you have that friendship. You guys laugh together, cry together, tell each other secrets together. I'm sorry that I'm sick right now. I have like a little cold. But anywho, you want to make sure you guys have that friendship. I think that's what a lot of people in relationships are missing. That friendship. He gotta be like your buddy. You gotta be like your best friend. But you just want to make sure you have that friendship with them. Like you can tell them anything. And the most important thing is during our relationship when we first got together, I had a communication problem. Sometimes I used to be afraid to say stuff because I was like, I don't know how he's gonna take it. And I used to drive him crazy. He used to hate that. I got over that. I stopped hiding so much. I stopped holding back my feelings and I tell him how I felt. That made our relationship so much closer. So communication is everything, guys. Don't hold nothing back. Be very open with each other, vulnerable with each other. You want to make sure you have that communication. Nobody hiding nothing. You want to make sure you guys have that communication. And one other thing is being shy. I know sometimes people are shy around when they first go on a date. They're very shy. For me, it was very easy for me to get along with him, because we used to talk. Since we talk online or the phone, we used to like message each other a lot, text messages. So that kind of helped us like get to know each other a lot. Like we know like a lot about each other. Like he know a lot about me. He know what I like. You know what I dislike. I know what he likes. I know what he dislikes. So I know when you first go on a date, you're very shy. So you just want to let them know, but like, hey, I'm shy. You know what I mean? Like, this is our first date. I'm shy too, you know. Then you realize, you want to make sure your long term, like, what you want in life. How many kids you guys want? If that person want kids, if the person don't want kids, you have to make sure, like, what they want, like. Because, like, say if he don't want kids and you want kids, that might be a problem. That might not work out. And it's very important to know this because you might want kids, and if you don't want kids, then it might not work out. And believe it when a person says they don't want kids. Don't be like, oh, he might change his mind. He might no, right? If the person don't want kids, they might not want kids. They might change their mind. I don't know. That's the person. I'm just saying that they might, or they might not. Nothing is friendly. Like I wanted a guy who's friendly. Like when I friendly to other people, very kind, very helpful, and he's all that. He's all that. Another thing is when you're dating somebody and they got things that you don't like, when they tell you like what they like to do, and be like, oh, I like to drink a lot, or I like to do drugs a lot, smoke weed or whatever. If you don't like that stuff, don't think that just when you get with him, you're gonna change that, because you're not. That topic is very serious. Like, if he like to smoke, drink, do drugs, and you don't like that, then maybe you shouldn't date them because you're not into that kind of stuff. So that was one thing with me and him. Like we go, do you smoke? Nope. Do you drink? Nope. And that was like very, very, very on a high scale for us because we don't like none of that stuff. So it was cool that he doesn't do that. So that was awesome. I'm gonna drink some water, y'all. And another big thing is, I asked him, do he like plus size girls? Because that's important. Because there's some guys who don't date big girls. So you want to make sure you feel appreciated, and they like big girls. He said he don't mind what size I am and stuff like that. He don't mind. So you have to ask them what type of girls they like, because if they say they like to go to the gym a lot, they like to work out a lot, they'll date big girls, you gotta listen to that. You can be like, oh, I might change his mind. Maybe he might change his mind, but you have to go what they like. Because if you're not a gym person, you're not a fitness person, you don't like running, you don't like running and stuff, you don't like going on hikes, going to the mountains every day. So dating a person like that might not be good for me. So you have to see what he like, what you like, and if your guys can make that work together. That's important. Because when you get together for a long time relationship and you be complaining and be like, oh man, he like to drink too much. Oh man, he like to smoke too much. Oh man, he like to do this too much. You knew that when you asked him what he like to do. You knew all that. So you want to make sure you ask him what you like, what you don't like, what you like doing, what your hobbies. That's important. Another thing is if he has kids, you want to make sure he said he love his kids. He take care of his kids. He be there for his kids. That's the part. Another thing is you just want to make sure he's getting along with your family and you get along with his family. So after dating my husband for like I think 2 months, I went to go visit his family. I met his mom, I met his dad. We got along good, so that's perfect. So you want to make sure you get along with your in-laws, your future in-laws. If it's really getting serious, you want to make sure you get along with his family. You want to make sure he get along with your family. My family loved him right from the start, and his family, I love them too. They love me. So you want to make sure you get along with each other families. That's a point, because they're going to be in your life forever. Another thing is your dreams. You want to talk about your dreams, how you guys want to live, what you guys like in the household, who do the cooking, who do the cleaning, who does the all that kind of stuff. You just want to make sure you guys talk about that if it's really getting serious. Marriage thing, like you want to make sure you guys are heading to marriage, just to be dating, you know. When I met him, I knew I wanted to marry him. I knew I wanted to be his wife and have him as a husband. Like I knew when I first started dating him. We were together 8 years until we got married, and that's okay with me, just as long as we got there. So if you're guys dating somebody, make sure you guys are dating to, like, you know, to marry them later on. If you really feel a bond and a connection. So when we got married, before we got married, we got saved. We started going to church in my hometown. Got married there at my church. We got married there, and it's been good. So we've been married for like 4 months now. I think it's 4 months or 3 months. I don't know, but marriage life is good. Marriage life is perfect. I love it. He loves it. It's awesome. I love it. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna come back with you guys, like how he proposed to me, because it was really cute. So I'm gonna tell you guys that story, and hope you guys like some of my dating tips. Hope it's helpful to you. Yeah, guys, if you guys want more advice, videos, and stories of me, leave me a comment down below if you guys want like more stories and stuff. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.